everybody, how's it going? It's Male Ace, and I am here to make a little video of thanks to a bunch of swell people I met on the weekend. I guess probably most of you have heard that Guns and I went to Ireland for the weekend. I've always wanted to go to Ireland my entire life. That's the only country I've ever really wanted to visit, and I got to go there this weekend and do some crazy things. Let me think. There were a lot of firsts for me this weekend, and it's all basically thanks to my husband. He's pretty cool. Guns for Hire. He did a little shout out about a rock band that we like, and their name is Kopek, and they are an Irish band. And the owner of the record label sent Guns an email saying, "Hey, thanks for the shout out and the exposure, and we'd like to have you over sometime to hang out with us." So that's what we did this weekend. So yeah, first of all, I want to thank Glenn, the owner of the record label, Glenn and his wife, for having us over to his beautiful home. Oh my God, they live in like this castle and out in the countryside, so it was just absolutely beautiful. So he picked us up from the airport, and we went and met his friend Paul, and Paul was just one of the sweetest guys I've ever met. Incredibly filthy rich. The guy has his own helicopter, let's just put it that way, and he's got his own car collection, a couple Ferraris, just a couple. So anyway, Paul took us for a few rides on his helicopter across over Dublin. That was so cool. And then we ended up going to Glenn's place, and I met his wife, and she's lovely. She's a very lovely person, and they're all their babies, their Rottweilers and their kittens. And Kopek was there hanging out, and oh my God, I was so nervous walking up there. But they were totally down to earth. They were just like, "Hey, how's it going? I'm Brad, I'm Shane, and I'm Daniel." And oh my God, Shane is a big spaz. That guy is just crazy, and Brad is a pretty close second to the crazy land. But we had a great time with them. They were super cool to hang out with. They signed our Kopek CD for us, so that was pretty cool. See right here. Woo, woo, woo. So yeah, that was what day was that? That was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday we hung out with them and just had some beers and had a barbecue. And then Guns and I Glenn took us to the shooting range, and we shot some clay pigeons. Mind you, I didn't shoot any of them because I couldn't even see what I was shooting. But we went to the sniper range after that, and I have to say that out of the bunch of us, me and a few boys, I came in second overall, and most importantly, I beat Guns. I think my score was 227 and his was 197, so there you have it. And he was using all these excuses, like he had something in his contacts, and the wind was blowing to the east or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, I'll never let him live that down. I'm actually gonna frame the boards that we shot, the I don't even know what you call them. But anyway, I'm gonna frame the both of them, his and mine, and I'm gonna hang them up in his office here so he can be reminded of how spectacular his wife is. So then after that, we just went back to Glenn's, and we hung out for the night at Glenn's place. And oh yeah, like I said, his home was beautiful. Julia Roberts spent the night there, or stayed there when she was filming some movie, and Mel Gibson stayed there. I know he's kind of a schmuck now, but anyway, back in the day when he shot Braveheart, he stayed in this castle. And most importantly, Johnny Depp stayed there as well, and I slept in the same room that Johnny Depp slept in, so I just have to say that. So then the next day, Glenn drove us down to Dublin. And when we got there, we met up with one of his friends, Miracle of Sound. And this guy, I guess he's a follower of Guns, and he likes Guns. So he met us down there and kind of showed us around a little bit. And he made Guns one of his collection of the songs that he's done. So he's pretty cool. Check him out, Miracle of Sound on YouTube. And the funny thing is, is we got talking, and he mentioned that he's a contributor for The Escapist. And I'm like, what? My brother writes for The Escapist. So that was pretty cool. Small world. So then what did we do? We wandered down to the Spire because Guns was to meet some people down there. We had no idea how many people to meet, how many people were going to be there. You know, because we honestly didn't even talk about it. We were just going with the flow. And so this one dude showed up, Green United. He showed up. He was the first guy there. And then a couple other guys kind of wandered up. And then next thing you know, there's like 30 or 40 people standing around. And I'm like, oh my God, this is insane. I had no idea. And, you know, Guns was just like, oh. And I can tell you right now, I know he was nervous, but he's so flattered that everybody was there, you know, just to meet him and talk to him and see him in person. It was funny because a lot of people said that he looked a lot taller than they had imagined. So there were a couple crazy episodes while we were hanging out there. There was some vendor that got shut down by the police because he didn't have a proper vendor's permit, so he got the shut down. And then there were a couple heroin addicts wandering around, and I wasn't feeling that. But they were harmless. They were just there, kind of, you know, checking out what was going on. Then they wandered off. But it was pretty cool, you know. Guns did a bunch of autographs. I even gave it a couple of autographs. Like, I totally didn't expect that at all. I mean, I'm just me, right? I'm just kind of tagging along behind Guns as his cameraman. There was one kid there, one guy there, and he showed up and he gave Guns this hurling ball, and I don't know what you call it. So I'm not even gonna make up a name for it. I was gonna, but then no, I don't want to disrespect your sport. So, but anyway, yeah, he was there. He gave Guns that, and somebody else brought this somewhere along the line, but I don't know who gave it to us. And Guns doesn't remember either. Niels doesn't remember, whatever. So these are just a couple little mementos that we picked up. And next thing you know, this crazy little Irish fella shows up, and hey, it's Sideshow. Apparently Sideshow is some, you know, big YouTube entity. And anyway, I'm just kidding you, Sideshow. You were a total sweetheart. So I thought, you know, I'm gonna be a smart ass and I'm gonna go get Sideshow's autograph. So look what I have. Note the smiley face. Very well done. So anyway, yeah, he was there. Oh, and I'll tell you about that later. So we all hung out there for probably about 2 hours, and then Guns and I had to go back to the hotel, and we hooked up with Daniel, the singer from Kopek, and had a pint of Guinness with him. Well, I had Stella. No, apparently Stella is like the wife beater beer in Ireland too. Oh my God. Here in Canada, Stella is like the snooty beer. It's what the rich lawyers and doctors all drink, you know. It's kind of like the elite beer that here. And so when I ordered a Stella in the bar later on that night, the guy was like, we don't serve Stella here. I'm like, why not? He's like, well, you know, it's kind of the wife abuse beer. And I'm like, no, get out of here. And he's like, no, seriously, studies show that, you know, when men beat their wives, you know, a lot of times it's because they've been drinking Stella. What? Guy's just crazy. So anyway, I said, all right, thanks for letting me know. I'll never order a Stella in Ireland again. So anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, we had a beer with Daniel from Kopek, and Guns did a little interview with him. Honestly, that guy is like the coolest guy I've ever met in my life. He was just lovely. Such a talent. And, you know, he was like, well, I'm coming to, we're going to Canada in September. I think it's September 20th to the Horseshoe. So, Guns and I will be definitely going to that because from what I've heard and what I've seen on YouTube is those guys are kick-ass live. So we're definitely going to be there. Once again, September 20th, I believe, at the Horseshoe in Toronto. So be there. Then then he left. He went on his way, and we wandered up to the bar, the pub, and that was where the absolute crazy times began. We got there, and Sideshow was there with his buddy Dave, Dave, you're a total sweetheart too. And Talon was there, and I know I'm gonna miss people, but Talon was like my he was like my bodyguard the whole time he was there. Everywhere I went with the camera to film, because I was filming things for Guns, because he was obviously busy talking to people, so I was doing the recording and stuff. So Talon was kind of following me behind me, and he did some of the recording for me too, so that was cool. So they were there, and who else? Brad was there. I know there were so many great people there. Oh my god, I love you guys. You made us feel like we had known you for 10 years. We had been friends forever. It was just such an awesome night. I had so much fun. I honestly haven't had that much fun, and I don't even remember when. So yeah, we hung out there. I had Guinness. I've never really drank Guinness before. I've had some around the house here, but I didn't really like it. But yeah, over there it was different. It was like, you know, when in Rome, but in this case it was Ireland, so I had to have Guinness, and I had some baby Guinness, and I even had some slippery nipples. And really, they didn't really do anything for me, but they were good though. So yeah, Green United, he picked up this Guinness glass for Guns on the way out of the bar. I do not remember leaving the bar. I'm sure there's some really spectacular footage out there and photos of stuff going on. I'm kind of nervous to see, but you know what, if I don't remember it, then obviously I had a great time. Oh, and I don't know how, but a sideshow, does this look familiar? I know you've heard that I have your sweater, so here it is. I promise I will take good care of it. Next time we meet up, I will make sure you get it back. But yeah, I got up in the morning and I was like, what the hell is this? And you know, I'm like, Neil was like, that's Sideshow sweater. How did you get that? I have no idea. All I kind of remember is flopping down the street, stopping for something, yelling a lot, and then waking up. So I don't know. That's not what it's all about though. It's not all about the booze that we drank and whatever. It was just more importantly about meeting some of the best people that I could have ever met. I had such an amazing time. Like I said, I want to thank Guns first for taking me. I know he didn't really have to take me, but he knows that I've always wanted to go to Ireland, and I love Copac. And so he let me go with him, so thank you, dear. And yeah, thanks to Glenn for having us in his home and taking us around to all these oh, we did the flight simulator too, except I didn't do it. I couldn't do it because it was just too overwhelming, all the buttons and stuff, so I didn't do that, but Guns did. And he crashed us once, and then he also landed it once, but whatever, you'll see videos on that. So thanks Gun, thanks Glenn, thanks Copac for, you know, taking time out of your schedules and your lives to come and meet us and hang out with us. And yeah, you guys are awesome. I wish I could hang out with you every weekend. And of course, all my new Irish friends that came to meet us, Miracle of Sound, Green United, Bread, you're a crazy little guy. I know I have you on camera, and I don't think you wanted to be on camera, but you were a good sport. And Sideshow, of course, you're just a spaz. Your energy is contagious, and that's a great way to be. I can see you people, I just can't remember your names. So anyway, that's about it. I'm really looking forward to going back, and when we do go back, I hope you guys are still around kicking and ready to meet up with us again and have some more babies. And next time I want somebody to dance with me too, because I wanted somebody to dance and I don't think anybody danced with me. I think I tried getting Talon out there, maybe. I don't know if it was Talon. Somebody. And I don't think they would go. But anyway, I think I'm done. I just want to say thank you, and I love y'all. And even though I'm still a little bit hungover, I got a glass of wine too. Cheers. Bye.